Have you ever wondered why Japan is one of the largest providers of foreign loans and aid to developing countries? From financing metro rail systems in India to building disaster resilience projects in the Philippines, Japan's generosity in the global lending arena stands out. But what's behind this generosity? Today we're going to explore Japan's loan policy and the many reasons why Japan is so committed to helping smaller economies develop. Japan's foreign lending largely revolves around its Official Development Assistance, or ODA. This program was designed to promote economic development, infrastructure, and social welfare in developing countries. But Japan's generosity isn't just about giving money away. It's a calculated, strategic effort to build long-term partnerships, foster regional stability, and contribute to global peace. Japan's loans come in two major forms: ODA loans and non-ODA loans. Let's break it down. ODA loans are concessional, meaning they're given with low interest rates, long repayment periods, and a grace period to allow recipient countries time to grow economically before starting repayment. These loans can stretch over 20 to 40 years, sometimes with interest rates as low as 0.1%. On the other hand, non-ODA loans, usually offered by the Japan Bank for International Cooperation or JBIC, are geared toward commercial projects but still come with favorable terms. One of Japan's primary focuses when giving loans is infrastructure development, whether it's highways, railways, power plants, or renewable energy projects. Japan's approach is to help developing nations lay down the foundations for future economic growth. Take India, for example. Japan has been a major player in funding metro rail systems in cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. These projects are not only transforming urban transport, but also reducing congestion and air pollution, contributing to more sustainable cities. But let's get to the heart of the matter. Why is Japan so generous with its loans? First, Japan has a deep-rooted commitment to peace and regional stability. After World War II, Japan rebuilt itself into an economic powerhouse, but it did so with the help of global cooperation. Now, Japan sees itself as a leader in promoting global peace and development. It's a way of giving back. Japan's loan policy also helps to establish long-term partnerships with developing nations. By funding major projects, Japan builds lasting relationships that often lead to trade partnerships, political goodwill, and regional influence. This approach is not just about economics, it's about soft power. Japan's loans promote diplomacy and strengthen its global reputation as a responsible and trustworthy partner. Another reason Japan stands out in the global lending game is its focus on debt sustainability. Unlike some nations that have been criticized for trapping developing countries in unsustainable debt, Japan takes a more cautious approach. Before granting a loan, Japan conducts thorough assessments to ensure that the recipient nation won't be burdened with debt they can't repay. This includes close coordination with international bodies like the IMF and the World Bank, ensuring that projects funded by Japanese loans align with global standards of financial responsibility. But Japan's generosity isn't just about money. It's about building local capacity. JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, often accompanies its loans with technical assistance and training programs. These programs help local governments, engineers, and project managers develop the skills they need to manage and maintain the infrastructure projects Japan funds. By focusing on skill transfer and local ownership, Japan ensures that the projects it funds are sustainable long after the loans are repaid. Japan's loan policy is also about promoting regional stability. A stable region is good for everyone, especially when it comes to trade. Japan's loans help developing nations create infrastructure that improves connectivity and economic growth. This is especially true in Southeast Asia, where Japan has invested heavily in highways, ports, and railways to strengthen trade routes. These investments not only help the recipient countries, but also promote regional cooperation and integration, making it easier for goods and services to flow across borders. In recent years, Japan has shifted its focus toward green and sustainable development. Many of Japan's loans now go toward projects that combat climate change and promote renewable energy. For example, hydropower projects in Vietnam and solar energy initiatives in African countries have been funded by Japanese loans. Japan understands that sustainable development isn't just a goal, it's a necessity. That's why so many of its loans now prioritize environmentally friendly projects that help nations reduce their carbon footprint. Unlike some other countries that tie their loans to the use of domestic contractors or equipment, Japan has a policy of non-tied aid. This means that recipient countries are not obligated to hire Japanese companies or buy Japanese goods. This gives countries the freedom to use their loans in a way that best suits their needs. By providing non-tied aid, Japan shows its commitment to genuine development rather than self-serving interests. This has helped Japan build a reputation as a fair and transparent global partner. Japan does not maintain a traditional military force due to its post-World War II constitution, particularly Article 9, which renounces war as a means to settle international disputes and prohibits maintaining armed forces for warfare. After the devastation of World War II, Japan, under the guidance of the United States and Allied powers, adopted a pacifist constitution in 1947 to prevent the resurgence of militarism. Instead of an army, Japan has a self-defense force, established in 1954, which is designed for defensive purposes only. While the self-defense force is well-equipped and capable of responding to threats like natural disasters or national emergencies, it operates under strict limitations, unable to engage in offensive military operations. Japan's security is also supported through its alliance with the United States, which maintains military bases in Japan under the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty. This partnership allows the United States to defend Japan in case of foreign aggression, further reducing Japan's need for a conventional military. Despite growing regional tensions, Japan has largely maintained its pacifist stance, focusing on diplomacy and international cooperation for maintaining peace and security. So why is Japan so generous with its loans? It's simple. Japan sees itself as a global leader, responsible for contributing to the world's peace and prosperity. Through its carefully structured loan policies, Japan helps developing countries build infrastructure, fight climate change, and grow their economies. But more than that, Japan's approach fosters long-term partnerships and promotes global stability, a strategy that benefits not just the recipient nations, but the entire world. As the world continues to face new challenges, Japan's generous loan policies stand as a model for responsible, sustainable, and transparent global development. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into global economics and development strategies. See you next time.